Are you wondering how to find some free genealogy educational opportunities? Well, if you are in the right place today. Hi, I'm Lisa Listen with the blog Are You My Cousin, where I strive to take the overwhelm out of your genealogy research. Now, before we get started talking about genealogy education, one of my favorite topics, I would love for it if you would hit that little subscribe button down below so you don't miss any of the YouTube videos that I bring to you twice a week right here on the Are You My Cousin YouTube channel. Okay, let's talk genealogy and free. So one of the best ways that I really enjoy getting some of my education about new genealogy topics and what's current in the industry is to listen to podcasts. Now, podcasts are typically, I like to think of them as the old-fashioned radio shows, but they typically revolve around certain topics. Now, in our case, we're talking about genealogy topics, and I wanted to share with you some of my favorite podcasts. Now, the really great thing is, because they are audio, I can download them to my smartphone, I can listen to them through a variety of apps and take them on the go. So when I am out running on the trails, I'll have a genealogy podcast playing so that I can listen to that as I go along, maybe while you're walking. I've been known to put them on while I'm cleaning house. Anywhere and everywhere they can go with me, and it's a great way to enjoy listening and catching up on interesting genealogy topics, maybe that are new to me, or just simply catching up on the latest trends and maybe new databases that are coming out, things that are going on in the genealogy world currently. So I am going to share with you 5 of my favorite genealogy podcasts, and I think they're going to become yours as well. So let's get started. One of my favorite genealogy podcasts is the Genealogy Gems podcast with Lisa Louise Cook. Lisa has been doing these for a number of years, and I always come away with great tips and a new spark of inspiration for my genealogy research. So I would absolutely encourage you to head over and listen to the Genealogy Gems podcast. Genealogy Guys is another podcast you absolutely want to have on your list. Drew and George give wonderful information on current genealogy topics. You will come away inspired with new ideas for your genealogy research and stay up to date on current genealogy topics as well. Scott Fisher of Extreme Genes is another podcast that you absolutely want to listen to. Now, Scott again brings us wonderful up-to-date information on current trends in genealogy, but also has guest speakers on who will tell wonderful stories and success stories that they've had in their genealogy research, and you'll find some very interesting topics and learn about some types of research that maybe you hadn't thought about before. Here's a tip: listen to episode 200 of Extreme Genes, and where you'll hear me talking about using court records and how I solved a family mystery. Another podcast to add to your list is Research Like a Pro. This is the mother-daughter duo of Diane Elder and Nicole Dyer, and they are fabulous with their topics. You are going to learn so much about researching and moving your research forward and finding those ancestors. You absolutely want to give them a listen. And number 5 on my list is Generations Cafe. Now, last but certainly not least, we have Amy Johnson Crow's Generations Cafe podcast, where she will interview guests or she will provide some of her own information on your genealogy research to keep you up to date and moving forward. There you have it, guys. My top 5 genealogy podcasts that I enjoy listening to. Would love it. If you have some that are your favorites, feel free to drop them in the comments below. I'd love to find some new ones for myself to listen to, as well as to share with others to listen as well. All right, guys, next time you're heading out for a walk, you're working in the yard, cleaning house, pop in your earbuds and listen to a genealogy podcast. If you don't mind, before you go, be sure and hit that subscribe button below so you don't miss the next video here on the Are You My Cousin YouTube channel. Have a great day, guys. Bye.